Hello everyone, Tony here, and today I want to show you how I hunt for S-class ships in No Man's Sky. Alright, let's get to it. So, say you find a ship, alright, and you want to buy it as a S-class ship. You want a specific model. It doesn't matter if you find it in a wealthy economy system or in a poor economy system. You want that model, that specific model. So I have the perfect method for you. This actually is a I prefer it over the most commonly known method of hunting for S-class ship, which is landing in a trade station and then reloading the game until you actually see the ship that you want spawn as an S-class ship. And why I don't like this method is because it relies entirely on luck. All right, so you could spend 7 hours and never even see that ship. Specifically, in case that you're hunting a ship that's really rare. All right, some ships are rare spawns. Okay, for example, like an exotic it's gonna you're gonna rarely see it. All right, but I'm not talking about exotic, I'm just using it as a sample. So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna show you here in this system. We have explorer that we want to buy as a S class. Okay, and what we're gonna do is buy the first A class explorer, or the first A class of that ship that you find. And this is actually very common. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a poor economy, you can find an A class. And if you don't want to wait for an A class, it's a one-star economy. A class is gonna be rare. Buy it as a B class, and then it's still gonna work. Okay, it's just gonna take a little bit more time because you're gonna have to upgrade it from B to A and then from A to S. All right, but I'm gonna show you how to upgrade them. Okay, and I know it takes 50,000 nanites, but I'm gonna show you how to make those. All right, this is the explorer we want. I already took the time and I bought the first A class that I found. Okay, I bought it, and I just saved it. I just stored it in my freighter and waited on it. Inside of it, I have all the S-class upgrades that I've been scrapping over the time that it took me to earn 51,000 nanites. Okay, which it was around 4 hours to 5 hours time. Okay, in the last hour and a half, uh, I saved all the materials that I was scrapping just to show you and give you a train of reference of how much you're gonna get. In that amount of time, I spent 1 million units. I mean, 100 million units scrapping ships. I spent 100 million units, and then I counted the time, and then I stopped and I counted the items. So this is the items worth of 100 million units of scrapped items. And it's the ionized cobalt, the chromatic metal, the geodesite, the iridesite, the circuit board, the living glass. Over here in my inventory, you have the activated cadmium, the chlorine, the activated indium, copper, chromatic metal, and then all the components, all these components. And over here, all these components again in my high capacity inventory slot, plus the 38 storage augmentation slots, which is really cool, you know, because not just only did we earn enough 50,000 nanites, enough to upgrade this A class ship, okay, but we also earned the storage slots to maximize it, okay, after we upgraded. And in that time, the S-Class Explorer never showed up. So that would be your best case scenario. Your best case scenario would be you're grinding all these nanites, and then suddenly the ship that you want actually spawns in as an S-Class. Then you buy it with units, right? And you just took all that time of grinding, which would have been spent reloading the save file over. You actually turn that into units and also nanites, okay? Because at the end of the video, I'm gonna sell it all and I'm gonna show you how much I make. But I can give you the spoiler here because it's just so in case you don't care, you can just know it. Uh, I spent 100 million units, and I end up with 60 million units made. Okay, so I literally spent 40 million units only in this back and forth. Obviously, you have to have the 100 million units to begin with. Um, but once you sell things, you'll get 60 million of those 100 million back in scrap. But I'll show you how to sell it, because you cannot sell it in a trade station and expect to make that money back. You have to sell it in your freighter. The trade station will always take like 10% chunk out of the sale. Okay, it's like their tax or their commission, whatever you will call it, but 10% out of everything. If an item is being sold, I mean, for plus 22% of its value, here in the trade station, it'll be selling for 30% of its value. I mean, plus 30% of its value on your freighter. Just add 10%. Ooh, our thing is glitched. Okay, so we have our A-class Explorer, and we already earned the nanites to upgrade it. So we're just gonna go ahead, spend those 50,000 nanites, and upgrade at A-class to an S-class, and this way we didn't have to wait for the S class to actually appear. We just said, luck aside, we're gonna make our own luck, and we're gonna grind our S class ship, and now we're gonna upgrade all those tech slots. Okay, and in that grind, we earned more storage units than we even need to maximize this ship. We only needed 6 inventory slots, and I'll see shortly how many tech slots we needed to maximize. We have maximized the inventory slots. We only needed three technology slots, so 9 slots in total to maximize, and we earned 38. You can just sell them. They're really valuable, and will sell at a high price, those inventory slots, so you can make even more than the 60 million non units, because I didn't sell my remainder inventory slots. Okay, so we have upgrade, and what you do to earn those nanites in the first place is just land. I recommend a Viking or a Corvax system, preferably a Viking. I'll show you why. Because Viking spawn fighter ships, okay, and fighter ships are really inexpensive, even if they are an S class or an A class. You'll buy them around a small inventory fighter ship, you'll buy for around 1.5 million to 3 million units. Okay, it's very inexpensive compared to this B class hauler, which is 9.4 million units. So you need a lot of units. But with this, look, this B class shuttle here, it's 1.8 million units, so it's not very expensive at all. Without, like you saw, in 2 hours, 100 million units will keep you scrapping non-stop. So the what you want really to do this effectively is a large inventory, because look how many components you're going to be getting. If your inventory slots fill up, it will prevent you from scrapping the ship, because obviously the components that you will be getting will be lost in the void, right? So it just prevents you from scrapping it. But what you can do is up, first upgrade all your exosuit slots and your high inventory capacity slots, and then uh, just keep scrapping. And as you're filling up with items, you can have a hauler that's empty. I usually don't even install technology on my hauler's inventory, only on the technology. So I just keep the hauler full of items, so that I can keep scrapping. And as ship land, they're getting scrapped nonstop for the hour, 2 hours that I'm grinding, until I actually go ahead and sell. Now we're gonna sell. This is what we're gonna do now, okay? So we to sell, what you're gonna do is you're gonna fly to your freighter, or if you don't have a freighter, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use an economy scanner, okay? Economy scanner. and you're gonna search for a trade post. When you do that, it'll map a trade post like that one over there in uh, your I'm sorry. Yeah, it'll just mark the trading post. Then you can just fly to it and then sell there. But we have a freighter here, so we're just gonna not bother with that, and just land here. And look at that beautiful green and blue planet. It's actually a fungal. It looks like a lush. It's a fungal, but I call it a perfect fungal. I'll talk about perfect planets in another video. So if you're interested in that, look in the playlist, and I'll go over like perfect planets and how to find them, and how to actually recognize a perfect planet, because it's not as straightforward as you think. Okay. But yeah, we have our ship here, and this ship I've been say this is the one that I was saving all the items. Look at all those items. I will not sell the living glass. I will not sell the circuit board. I will not sell the iridesite or the geodesite. Why? Because I can convert those items into even more expensive items by crafting them. Okay, crafting tiers up. So I'll just save those and store them, and then eventually I'll craft them all in bulk. Okay. But what I will sell is I will come to my freighter, and you can, if you want to make even more units, you can spend more time hunting down bargains and deals. Then, but I'm just gonna sell all and show you how much I make. So imagine I started with 740 million units, and right now we have 643 million units. So I'm gonna sell, and the items that were at 20% in the trade station now are at 30% here. So I'm gonna sell those. Ideally, you want to sell those first, right? And then if you see anything that's really under, like look, another plus 30%, like that, you could save those and sell anything that's under value. You can save and sell in another system. Other systems will have different items in demand. But for time's sake, we're gonna, and it's not even really a loss, because you saw we earned so many nanites for only 40 million um, units worth. And look, now I'm losing money in the cadmium at minus 15%. So I'm losing money, okay? But still, I'm gonna sell everything that I got in the easiest, most convenient way possible in your freighter. But you could do this in the trade station, okay? In the trading post, down in the planet. Don't do it in the trade station. You just lose too much money. Okay, the chromatic metal as well. All right. What else we're gonna sell? Let's see. Make sure here. Look, more items, more items. Wow, and if we could sell the storage augmentation, but we wouldn't make too much money. Only 2.6 million units out of 29 storage augmentation slots. So it's not worth it. Not worth it. Just keep them storing in your storage box, and then use them on ships, maximize them instantly. Okay? So let me see, make sure that I don't have anything else to sell. Activated emerald. Yes, we're gonna sell activated emerald. As you can see, look at our money. Already it's at 700 million again, 705. So you can see we did spend, and we haven't sold our living glass or circuit board geodesites, which are geodesite. Look at one stack of geodesite sells for a million, almost a million units. Oh, wait, we're not done selling. We have the ionized cobalt that we didn't sell because we didn't have inventory slot, and that chromatic metal. Let's see what else. No, this all stays here. This is my crafting station here. Okay, so let's sell that ionized cobalt and see what we end up with. Not much more. The cobalt, we ended up in seven um 707 million units. All right, so uh, we only lost 33 million units in the whole process, of scrapping ships, and we earned 50,000 nanites plus 39 storage units slots, or 38 slots. We got to use those nanites to upgrade our explorer to an S-class ship. All that in less time that it would that than it took to actually spawn the explorer ship, because the explorer ship could have spawned us at any point that we're scrapping ships. You know, it could have spawned at any time, and we got our S class, the ship we wanted. Didn't matter if we found it in a wealthy economy, and in around 4 to 5 hours time, based on your luck. It's based on luck also. That just the time frame, because you have to have A class ships spawn. But if you're in a wealthy economy, it's around like 30% chances that an A class ship spawns. That don't quote me on that because it's an approximate. But yeah, in that amount of time, we also gathered all these upgrades. You look, and we're just gonna go ahead and install them right away, you know. And then we get pulse drive here. You're gonna get to see how I put my upgrades. Okay. Uh, this is my big secret. Okay, my big secret. No secret, no secret. Okay, see, so yeah, I put the hyperdrive and the pulse engine on the corners, and then I just put upgrades around them. Three upgrades, three S class upgrades around each. Okay, boom. Okay, now shield. Next is the shield. So let's move the shield. Wait, but first we're missing upgrades. So let's install the upgrades. The stability drive. We'll put that later. You know, I just wanna draw out the upgrades. Okay, so the other one here is the sublight amplifier. We'll install those later, but we just want to draw where each upgrade is gonna go. So we're gonna put the emergency warp unit here. Okay, then we're gonna put the indium drive here. All right, then here, what else? What else? I think I was drawing it out as a 3 slot. Like it had this row here, but I guess I'm gonna do something else. Okay. Uh, Still, what you want to do, basically, what you want to do is put the high priority upgrades. For example, in an Explorer, the high priority upgrades are the hyperdrive and the pulse drive, pulse engine, maybe the shield. But you don't want to be fighting things. Look at the damage potential; it's really low. So you just want to bolt out. You want to disappear. If you get swarmed by enemies, you could install like fighting items, but I don't. I have a fighter, and that fighter is although thinking twice, it may be good. Okay, it may be good. You should install this one. This fighter, the positron ejector. It's a shotgun. It's a space shotgun. Okay, and this is really good for clearing those pesky space pirates. That when if you're an explorer, you're gonna be warp drive. You're gonna be jumping from system to system, right? So if you're doing warp drive, you're gonna be bothered by those pirates, and if you can just delete them out of existence with the positron ejector, then it's gonna be quicker for you to just warp drive again to another system and do that nonstop. Okay, so yeah, a positron ejector, but I would not in my fighter. For example, in my fighter, I upgraded positron ejector on the technology slot, and then positron ejector on the regular slots. Okay, so but I wouldn't do that on an explorer. I would just upgrade one layer. The inventory slot, I would put a positron ejector. Not no point in upgrading so much. Okay, but yes, we're gonna just keep upgrading. Put everything that we got. This one I'm okay. Shield here, and I'm gonna drop 2 shields here. But that's it. I'm not gonna put any other shield. If I install this shield here, it's gonna be overloaded. I'm not even gonna bother. I will install rockets. I love the rockets. They are long range. Okay, it only takes this upgrade, you know. Oh, although they one-shot enemies because my fighter has high damage, but not with this explorer. So maybe it's even better. Yeah, yeah, it's better to just keep the slots empty. So I'm gonna uninstall the the rockets because they're not gonna be worth it on this guy. Okay, you cannot uninstall the photon cannon, sadly, um, because I would replace it with the positron ejector and save the slot. Okay, you can move the launch systems together to have them boost themselves, but it already has all the launch system upgrades that it can have. But yeah, this is my method of hunting for ships here, and it's been pretty rewarding. So I wanted to share it with you guys so that you can benefit. And look, that we have pretty decent explorer. We're missing upgrades. I would put another layer here of warp drive upgrades, and then another layer here of pulse engine upgrades, and done. Done. You have a super maxed out explorer ship within 4 hours of nanite grinding. Okay, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's really good. Really good. So yeah, that's it. I hope this was helpful to you. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up on the video. Really appreciate that. Subscribe for more. Check out the other videos on the playlist. I'll have videos on. If I don't have them yet, I'll have them. This is the first one actually. Okay, so I'll have more on how to gather nanites in the first place, how to gather units in the first place. All this in survival mode. So the same methods that apply here apply in survival mode. All the methods that I teach will apply in survival mode. How to hunt, what a perfect planet, what is a perfect planet, how to hunt for perfect planets, and they're not just lush planets. I'm talking about a, a perfect planet for each biome. Okay, so you stay tuned for that. It's pretty interesting. Look at this pesky tooltip. I thought I turned you off earlier. I really, this is annoying. I just want these tooltips to be gone. I'm finished with the game. I don't have more quests. Don't give me tooltips, okay? Uh, but yeah, so stay tuned. Oh, last thing, if you want, thank you for staying tuned. For those staying tuned, get rewards, okay? I'm gonna show you. You like this explorer? I'm gonna show you the coordinates. It's in this same system, and what I'm gonna do is show you the coordinates right now. Where's that? Where's the coordinates? There are the coordinates. Okay, let me put them against a black background so that you can see them clearer. All right, but yeah, those are the coordinates, and you can come by and hunt your explorer, your this explorer right here. Let me. Okay, boom. I took a screenshot for you guys. Okay, I'll post that screenshot somewhere in the Instagram or in the Facebook so that you can hunt that explorer here in this system. And the other cool thing about this system is it comes with a perfect fungal world. I'll talk about perfect worlds later, but it's really cool, and I'll show you in a brief moment because if you're still here, then why not? If not, just I appreciate you stopping by, and it's been really good. And then stick by for more. But if you want to see this perfect toxic world, then just give me 2 minutes to actually land there. Not even that. We're already there. Wow. Okay. So you can notice atmosphere is blue. Look at that. Atmosphere. The sky is blue, and that it's not actually blue. It's called clear. In the programming, it's clear, and what that does, it doesn't bleed the atmosphere colors into the rest of the objects, flora, fauna, terrain, and water of the world. So you get every color, unadulterated, which is pretty cool. Um, so here, the other thing is you need blue waters. In this case, yes, no, these are green waters. These are green waters. So it's not really perfect. But since it's a poison world, I call it perfect because poison waters would be green in my book. Okay. But yeah, so you can see the atmosphere is clear, the water. So a perfect world is really it's relative. It's to whatever you want. Okay, and then the other thing that you're gonna want to see in a perfect world, all right, is that you don't have storms. This one doesn't have storms. And also that you get either a salvage scrap or ancient bones. I consider those perfect because then like when you open your scanner, look at how many things there are to just like explore and gather and search for and just spend a lot of time. Okay, lastly, well, I think in my case it's actually a higher priority, but to many people it's not that much of a priority. Flora and fauna. More importantly, fauna, because you can set up farms. You can just. Oh my God, this video is now about farming. All right, and then you can just farm. But obviously, I'll teach you all about farming in other video. Okay. So, but yeah, this is Tony signing out, and I hope you enjoy this video. Click like, subscribe, share, all the dance. Oh, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when we go live. And happy travels and enjoy your time in No Man's Sky. All right.